Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Today we're going to try and do a review of this Scholl Concepts W6 Coatwax Black, which is a liquid paintwork sealant with, I believe, nanotechnology in it. To help us get a gauge of whether this is good or bad, we're going to compare it to two other types of product that have got the nano ceramic-esque technology but are not ceramic coatings, like this Jesscar Ultralock Plus, I would say that, paintwork sealant with nanotechnology, and this Rupes Advanced finishing polish that you can use on machine with nanotechnology. That's slightly different because it has some abrasive tech, whereas these are more like liquid sealants, or but essentially you can use all these products you could use by hand and apply them and let them seal off, and then wipe them, or by machine to work them a little bit more. Yes, there is a difference with the Rupes Advanced, like we covered. Now, why Scholl Concepts W6 Black? Let me just tell you about the history of this. I got a bottle of this a few years back, very quickly slung it on a test panel that was outside and got some weird beading that didn't look quite right. Felt really sticky when I applied it, and I don't think it lasted on the test panel as well. And I chucked it in my cupboard because it was rushed. It wasn't for a video. And I thought I'll look at that again later. And I never did. About 3 or 4 months ago, a friend of mine, Silas from, is it Paint Perfection? Perfect Paint? Perfection Detailing? Silas, put in the comment what your brand's called, what your detailing company's called. We were chatting about it, and Silas uses a lot of the Scholl Concept stuff, and he really swore by this product. Said it goes on nice. The durability is really, really good. The shine's good. And it's a product that, as a professional, you can finish out a car with. You won't finish out in terms of finishing your paintwork after machine polishing. You're not going to take away machine marring or holograms with it. It's really purely a protection product, yeah? But finish out in terms of, right, I've got the paintwork nice, now whiz over it with this paintwork sealant and done, and it's good quality, a really good baseline sealant. And Silas said to me, no, it's durable and it is beady as well. So I thought, right, I'll get some more and have a look at it. So Imran has sent me this from Into Detailing. Huge thank you to Imran from Into Detailing. This product will be available along with all of these other ones as well in the link in the description. You might not be able to get that one though. Okay, so back to Scholl Concepts. They're a serious German brand with a reputation for making serious abrasives, with a very good reputation in the body shop industry. Quite a lot of body shops use Scholl Concepts, but also professional detailers love their abrasives because they're nice and oily, okay, and they're just nice to use. That's the trademark of Scholl Concepts stuff. Really good forgiving abrasives. Yes, their stuff is not very consumer friendly in terms of understanding. That's one thing when we did the Scholl Concepts review ages ago. Like, they got 5 S2 products, don't quote me on that, it might be 3 or 4, but they got S2 black, S2 shotcut, S2 orange or something, S0 matte and compound. It's quite hard to get your head around all of the products. S17, S20, S30, S40, that's just their compounds, and polishes. Then you've got all their W ranges, which is liquid waxes, and then their SW ranges, which is their spray waxes. It takes a little bit of time to get your head around. They're also excellent with their pads. They manufacture their own pads, and these are Scholl Concept pads. They have a white cutting pad, which I don't have, but it's a stiff, hard pad you can use and abuse. They've got this blue pad that Martin loves, cutting pad, very, very stiff. You can use and abuse this, but it's really unique. This is really fine poured, so it finishes out quite well, even for an aggressive pad. Then those purples, which I tend to love, and then these orange honeycomb, which are amazing. And then these black waffle pads, which is what you're supposed to use to apply their waxes. Scholl Concept pads are superb. I'm just not overly keen on these slots, okay? No matter what, some of you are fine with these and you love them or whatever. I'm not keen on these slots because of things like that. And the pads deform. They lose a bit of their strength when you put these slots in. So I use the flex pads, as I've said millions of times, just because they don't have the slots in unless it's their green ones, which I don't tend to use. So I just prefer them without the slots. But very, very good pads. Right, you're getting a history, you're getting a build-up of Scholl Concepts. Very good brand. They're not what I would call your sort of typical scene watermelon polish, watermelon, watermelon sugar. Breathe me in, breathe me out. I don't know what the hell this song's about. Watermelons. He's going mad, he's going mad. Stay on track. They're a serious brand, and I'm drawn to serious brands, and I like recommending you serious brands. That's what I'm all about. Now, synthetic sealants are supposed to be an improvement over waxes. My friend Ian Seeley from UK Detailing Academy, I once put the question to him, this stuck in my head. Ian, what do you prefer, paste waxes or modern paste wax or a modern sealant? What do you think's the best? And it varies product to product, but his answer was, if you take an organic material, which is what a paste wax really is in essence, backboned with organic material, and you compare that to something that man has engineered to be better than that organic material, then typically we're good at, we're not going to fail to engineer something that's better than an organic old school mechanism. So you'd expect a paintwork sealant to be better. However, lots of waxes can be fortified with synthetic materials and actually outperform some of these sealants as well. So I totally agree with what Ian says, and that resonated with me. But it's not always the case that they're more durable or last longer. But they should be. They should be less impervious to detergent erosion, being emulsified and all that. And they should just be better. Now, let's talk about costs. Stay with me. We fly through loads of information here. So, Imran sells this for £18.89. Try the code FORENSIC for 500ml. That's really cheap for 500ml. I talk about, where is it? Double speed wax over here. You can see the double speed wax. That product, what's this nowadays? Is that £16.95 for 250ml or 250 gram? So really, £18.95 for 500ml, and you can use it sparingly, I'll show you that, is very, very, very affordable. That's good. I like it when things are affordable. If we look at the Rupes, it's £46 a litre, so it'd be 23ml, as close as we can get as a comparison for 500ml. So it's a little bit more expensive. The Scholl is cheaper. If we look at the Ultralock, actually, because that's a nightmare to get, what I've compared here, this is Menzerner Ultralock, 1 litre is £50. So it's £25 for 500ml if you convert it. So it's a little bit cheaper. Okay, so the Scholl Concepts product checks out in terms of value for money. And if you follow this channel, I will always give you price comparisons, and we will always ask that question. You know what I mean? Because I think that gives you your platform with really good information. That's so important. Brilliant, brilliant, well done. Now let's move on to some criticism. And so say you get this product, okay, and you're not, you're not professional detailer, and you're new to all of this. You get it. All of that information there is just random stuff. And I can't see any English. Apologies. There might. Oh yeah, there's the English, but it's just about health and safety. Keep out of reach of children and all that. There's no written instructions in there. At the top it says 1, polishing scratches. Okay, so do I use this? Does that mean I use this for polishing scratches? No, that's not what it's saying. It's saying, first of all, on used paint, someone might not even understand what they mean by used paint. Polish the scratches. So in other words, use different products to get rid of scratches. That's poorly written really, because for new people. 2, finishing, swirls, holograms. Okay. 3, W6 waxing, okay? So by this point, you'll probably work out that these are 2 separate processes, nothing to do with this product you've got to do in advance, okay? And then you go, once you've done those 2 processes, cut and finish, you go and apply your wax. There's a picture of a hand and then something that looks like a puck. If you're clever, you'll work out that that's a hand puck, or if you know what that symbol is, you'll know that that means you can apply it by a dual action polisher, because those little spider webs mean that it's a dual action, not a rotary, okay? and there's a picture of beads, so that's fine. Then it says new cars, just wax. Okay, so what Scholl Concepts have done here is they've broken a fundamental rule of detailing by giving you that information. Because one, you don't just assume that because it's a new car, you can go ahead and wax it. I've seen new cars with terrible paint, swelled up, that need polishing and then need finishing, okay? So you have to just take each car on a case-by-case basis. You cannot assume new cars just need wax on them. So that's a fatal mistake, that is. And the same way, used paint can also be free of scratches and free of holograms and just could be just waxed. So you don't do that. All of this information, any professional detailer just knows, and they'll just glance at that and they won't even be interested in that. They'll just want to know how long it cures on the panel, how you apply it. And that sort of information is just missing. What you've got is a pair of glasses, which tell you you've got to wear some glasses, a pair of gloves, do not get it frozen. And then they're giving you an orbital speed on a DA polisher of 2,000 to 10,000 RPM. And I think you have to halve that to get a normal OPM reading. So it'd be between 1,000 and 5,000 OPM on most types of free spinning polisher. Tell me if I'm wrong on that. I'm supposed to know what I'm talking about. That just rings a bell, because 10,000 RPM is ridiculous. That's got to be 5,000 OPM. Anyway, you tell me. Realistically, you have to go to the Scholl Concepts website to get all of the information on how to use this product properly, where indeed it tells you that it needs 3 to 5 minute cure time on the panel, and it gives you some other information. Why are you not putting that information on your bottle? There's no little sneaky peel label here where there's more instructions as far as I can see. So you could have thought a lot more about your bottle. This product is also on their website for enthusiasts and professionals, detailers and enthusiasts. So if it's a 3 to 5 minute cure time, why is that not on your bottle? Very poor instructions. Okay. Yeah, and the other, you know, I think these companies do a better job. Anyway, we're not reviewing those. We've reviewed all these. We've done all that. So let's move on to demoing this, guys. I don't know how long they say this lasts. I think it's up to 6 months. Don't quote me on that, but it's supposed to be durable. Right, what I want to do now, you know, it doesn't tell you how much to put on your pad either. And it doesn't tell you on the instructions what pad to use it with, but on the website, you know, it says this is ideal on the black Scholl pad. So any soft finishing pad really, but this pad is brilliant for that. So there we go. Again, does it say to shake the bottle? Could that be of what I did wrong when I got my hands on this ages ago? Does it need to be shaken to hell and back? Mix it all up. Was that the problem? Who knows? I can't remember. But anyway, we'll do that. Now we'll get the old, be really careful, because that puts loads of air at the top as well when you do that. So yeah, there we go. So what we'll do is we'll put 3 pea-sized drops on this pad, because that feels a sort of decent amount. You don't tend to use a lot of sealant. It's not like an abrasive slurry. You just tended to spread it. Yes, and we're not really working this, so I could just put my machine polisher down quite slow. You can always just give this a little tap. That never does any harm. Never does any harm. You'll get some fresh sealant when you go over those other bits. So there's roughly half the bonnet. What I'll do is I'll put my camera up on the roof. I wonder if I'll get all the vibrations from the polishing, but we'll try it, we'll risk it. This thing's got rubber feet. So here we go. So this gives you a lovely view of what we're doing. Forgive any vibrations, guys. Oh, higher, higher. I've got the speed on speed 2. That'll be fine. Make sure I've got the edge. Make sure I've got in there. That's it. That's it. So you're not going to mess around after you've been polishing all day. You want to seal this car in in a few minutes. So we just got a layer of that over there, and you can get a feel for it. It's very easy to work on the machine polisher on speed 2. Maybe you go a little bit higher if you're on a DA, just so it's not constantly stalling. I wouldn't need to clean out my pad. I'm not removing any clear coat, it's just wax. So now I can put on 2 drops, and I'll just do the wing, and you can carry on watching how easy it is to apply this, but it's not unique in that sense. Most of these sealants are easy to apply. We'll go over at speed 2. I won't put it on the bottom seal, I'll just keep it on that wing. I'll do the rest of the car later on. I'm going to put this over my entire car and just see what it's like to live with. So, 3 to 5 minutes, guys. What I'm also going to do now is go through the results while we're waiting 3 to 5 minutes of all of the testing. So, in terms of laying all 3 of these products down, you're going to have a completely the same experience, yeah, with all of them. They're just basically liquids. I could squeeze all 3 of them onto the pad and do exactly what I've just done there, okay? So there's no difference there. There is a difference in the buffability though. The Ultralock has an amazing silky buff. The Rupes Advanced, really nice buff. That's fine to buff, it's just a bit harder to see and it's not quite smooth. It feels a bit stiffer, but it's not a sticky buff, it's good. But that's the order, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. In terms of slickness, the Ultralock has the lowest friction, and you can feel that. You know, I did the tilt table test, but you could guess it from the back of your hand. It feels a lot slicker. Again, the Rupes Advanced next. Very close, these two, on how they feel. They do both feel nice and slick, actually. Both good, but the old tilt table test, the Advanced was sliding a bit more. When you've polished your car in Rupes Advanced and it's cured off, it does feel amazingly slick. So yeah, again, this is good, but just not quite as good as these 2 products. And these are very good products as well, by the way. So I'm not comparing this with these Mickey Mouse, you know, JML wax or other companies or whatever. Filling properties, this is interesting. So when we applied this to our test panel, which is out there at the moment with detergent on it, when we applied this, we just did 2 passes very quick on speed 2. So we're on a soft finishing pad with no, you know, it's not going to really work for the abrasive. The Rupes Advanced filled in more swells, and I think that's purely because of the abrasive, okay? Then the Ultralock after that, and then the, then the W6, then the Ultralock. So that was how it looked. Not gloss though. Gloss readings, the W6 had a clear advantage, an average of 89.6 over Ultralock's 87.7 and Rupes Advanced 86.9. Was that because we didn't work the Rupes Advanced enough to break down the polish in it? Possibly, don't know. That's just the raw results. So, but that is outstanding, that is. That's a significant 2 units of gloss higher than Ultralock, which I think looked fantastic. So yeah, very glossy product, and that ties in with what Silas said. Beading. Now this is interesting because I didn't get good hydrophobic performance last time I tested this. It was clearly the best hydrophobics, like rapid water sheeting. I'd give it a 7 or 8 out of 10, like general beading. There are beadier products like Fuso and Sonex BSD that are even more insane, but that's very good. Strong, strong, shiny finger, strong water behaviour. Rupes Advanced, good water behaviour, you know, well above average, but not perfect uniform beads. It's good, you know, it's good, it's rapid. And I'd say the Ultralock Plus was just average. Now, I seem to recall the Ultralock Plus was better ages ago when I tested this last. Not amazing, never a really top 10 thing, but a bit more hydrophobic. This Ultralock Plus, when I opened it up and tried to pour it out, the whole top of it had curdled like milk and gone all chunky and blotchy and gummy like rubber gum. Gone into this blue rubber gum. The last time I'd seen that was a product called Brightmax Extreme Elements 2 that was similar colour, similar smell, and did exactly the same thing. It was great when I first got it, amazing. And I was looking for a good sealant. Next time I went to use it, it all gummed up and gone weird. So I'm hoping that this does not have some sort of longevity problem. It's one of these products you've got to use it all up rapidly, or else it'll all go cakey and manky in the bottle. I'll be very disappointed. I kept squeezing all the cakey rubbish out, and then I got to some clean sealant again, so it was all on the top. And it's all sealed. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried that that can't stand the test of time in terms of, you know, not spoiling. That'd be a big disappointment because it's a good product. So there you can see where we're at. Let's add up the scores. There's 3 points, 4 points, and 6 points, sorry. So let's just do that again. 3, 4, 6, that's 10 points so far. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 points. And 3, 6, oh Jesus, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. I should have done that first. So at the moment it's neck and neck. So we've got one more test left, durability. I need a bit longer. So again, it's been out on the panel. It's had 24 hours to cure overnight. This was all applied the day before, and it's got the Surfex on it. I'm going to keep hammering it with Surfex for hours until I can see a decrement. I can see a decline in the protection qualities, and hopefully get it right down to the, one of them's virtually gone, one of them's a bit better, and one of them's still doing well. And then we've got some sort of rough indication of durability from washing it, and that'll be good enough. I'll come back when we've got that, and then we'll conclude the video. It's this off there, guys. Oh, let's go on to flat. It's going well. Interesting. That's better than when I applied it. Bizarre. Interesting. Oh no, look at that. Wow. I don't even need to wipe that, but let's just wipe it off. Use that one. Ah, it's a bit of a shame. Ooh, let's do one more rinse. Yeah, it's a shame that is. It's not gone, by the way. Both these products here, yeah, that's clearly been hit the most because that's the most hydrophobic. That's definitely the best. So 3, 2, 1. I don't need to do any more testing. Okay, that's a shame. Damn. 3, 2, 1. That's shown me before that it's got amazing, well, very good chemical resistance because that's been on there for a long time. And it's got better. It's not got worse, it's got better. That's really strange. This always tests well chemically, you know, when you put it on, especially for an all-in-one with abrasives in. I was really hoping with the amount of hydrophobicity that this product had, that it was going to hold on to it, but it hasn't. That's really been affected by that. When that's like an hour. It's about like an hour of APC sitting on it. So it will degrade stuff, but I was just, you can see the difference. So I was hoping it would stand up better. Anyway, while we've got the camera rolling, we will wipe this over and see. This has been on probably a little bit more than 5 minutes, but Silas says you can leave it. Yeah, the buff's nice. The buff's nice. It's not silky smooth. No, it's not silky smooth. It needs a bit of buffing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. It's just got that, it's like, you know, when we talk about oily waxes and dry waxes, you get that dry cure and then you go over and buff it and it's really nice. This is just a little bit syrupy for me. I bet it's going to gloss up though. I bet it's going to continue to cure as well. So I think I'm already here. I think I'm there with this product now in terms of what I need to know. Yeah, it's just a bit of a pain to buff. You really notice on this black paint. Silas, if you're watching this, you are welcome to come round. You can experience exactly what I've experienced, especially with this buff. This buff is probably the showstopper for me. It's a really treacly buff. Well, that's not even the right word. It's just not. It's okay, but it just needs more buffing than other products. And that's so important when you're in a rush as well, because you want it to, you know, you get the light out and you see you've missed bits. You need that buff to be really easy, and it just like one pass gets everything, not having to do this like loads to really get it. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That gloss is lovely, yeah? And I bet you once I've got that buff right, and I get this car outside, I'm going to be like, ooh, that's a really glossy product. It is. And the Gonio Photometer showed that. But yeah. Yeah, that buff is not what I'm looking for, unfortunately. I'm disappointed. I think I will, you know, I'll turn the camera off, put this product all over my car, and I know it's going to look amazing. In fact, it is starting to look damn good. I'm still maybe a little bit on the fence, I don't know. Interesting. Did I put too much product on? I don't think I did. 2 pea-sized drops and then machine polished it. No, it wasn't left for a long time. It's not really that bad. Let's conclude this off. So overall marks, 13, it's got 3 there, 12, 11. So very close. Ultralock plus 1, Rupes Advanced 2nd, W6 3rd, but all very close points wise, and you can see the differences. That I think Ultralock Plus is going to give you the best durability as the sealant, not the best gloss, but definitely the slickest. The buff on it is really nice. Rupes Advanced, it's more of a finishing polish, a pure abrasive, although if you get it on a pad it feels more like a wax, but it is an abrasive, so you can use it to finish out paintwork as part of a detail. You can't with those other 2 products. So that's one of the reasons I love the Rupes Advanced. Is this like, I want to grab this, whiz over it by machine, just take a little bit of time, and then when I've buffed, I'm finished. I don't have to repeat all of the work. So the Rupes Advanced is brilliant for that, and the protection in it is there for AOI. It's incredible. The price isn't too bad. And then we know with W6, it's a very affordable product with amazing gloss and really good beading on application. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't spot the buff until I really... Yeah, well, I did put it last, but when you got it on a full car rather than a test panel, you notice it. That's the disappointment. Those are 2 big disappointments for me. The rest of the things with the product, I love. That's really caused a spanner in the works for me. Will I keep Scholl W6? I'll keep it on the shelf. I'm still looking for a brilliant baseline sealant, and I thought I'd found it with this product, but I'm a little bit concerned about what's happening to it in the bottle. So there you go, guys. You've got all my thoughts on W6. Very glossy, nice to lay down, very affordable. It's going to take you a long time to get through to that, but not as durable under chemical testing as the products I tested it with. And a little bit on a black car where you really see it, a little bit like not smeary. I don't know what, it's a little bit thick to buff it. It's my opinion. It needs a bit more of a thorough buff, but my God, it's shiny. When you start getting it off and you're getting through, the gloss is going to be amazing. So I'll get this car fully shined up, get it out in the sun, and I'll be like, ooh, yeah, this product's good. So yeah, that gives you an idea, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Worth checking this out. If you've used it, give me your opinion on this. There are so few products of this type from reputable sources that I'm really looking for a good baseline liquid sealant that I can apply on a machine. But I think, yeah, I don't know. Are these the 3 best ones on the market already? And is this just a close second to these 2 that are slightly different? You know, I don't know. There we go, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Give me your thoughts in the comments. Really tricky, but look at that. Over and out. Oh, yeah.